Screaming oh yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? You know your boy, with your boy, Muzzy McGee. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. Now, thanks to I forgot what his tag name is, but his name is Ryan. I think it's called Ryan's pointing at failure. For him helping me, I have to give a shout out to this guy because he helped me out immeasurably with this channel yesterday. Meaning that I'm finally, I believe, again, I'm not 100% sure. I went back and looked at the video, and the sound quality sounds a lot better just from a very small, minor change. Something very stupid was able to help me continue to do this channel, but do it in a way that's going to make it sound good. So I might be able to start moving on to go to cross platforms in a couple of days. It's like technology is not hard. It's just like annoying to find the problems. Troubleshooting technology is annoying. That's really all that is. And I'm one person that gets more frustrated, and probably one should ever be with technology. Like I want to break stuff when I get that frustrated. I'm sure some of you have the same problems. I'm a human being. I do what I can, and I do what I do, and you do what you can do about it. That's a Wheezy line. Wheezy F, baby. So yeah, shout out to him. Hopefully this channel sounds clear. I'm going to depend on you guys. I'm depending on you guys to make sure that that is true. So if there's anything wrong with the sound quality, Ryan, this kid Ryan, said he was going to help me try to fix it, and that's really, really cool. I love seeing people on the internet help other people, and I hope that I get that opportunity. I hope that's what I'm doing here. I hope that this is the opportunity that I get to help people as much as I can, because that's really what my stated goal is, to help people, to help me, and to help everybody else. You know, to help me, help you, help me, help you. We're helping each other get to the next level, guys. So for those of you who've never joined the channel before, hi, welcome. I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel, and this is, I'm going to go through my spiel real quick so that people know what I'm trying to do here. So this channel is about 4 things, technically speaking. Well, almost literally speaking, but technically speaking. So the first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. The first part is the practice session, and the second part is the improvisational section. Now, the practice session is about me practicing, you practicing, and us practicing together, so we can get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and from the expert onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. And we do that every single day by structuring our practices, by doing our warm-ups, our scales, our chords, find the note, you know, different chord progressions, different chords and voicings, as well as different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, and different licks of the week, as well as different cover songs that we'll be using to try to help people, engage people into coming in. We'll be doing little tidbits of songs here and there so that we can get people interested in coming towards the channel as well. So with that being said, second thing the channel is about the improvisational section, which will just be on the channel. On the live stream will just be me improving. You getting to sit on your throne of judgment, let me know how you feel about it, and obviously tell me if I'm doing good or bad, or giving me different pointers or different suggestions on how I can get from the intermediate to the virtuoso levels of intermediate improvisational guitar playing, with an effort to get better at that. And it's my hope that at some point you will feel comfortable and confident enough to use the backing tracks I have in the playlist section of my channel. You can use that for yourself, to record yourself working on your own improvisational stuff and posting that to YouTube. Hopefully you will feel comfortable and confident enough at a certain point to send me that link of you doing that, so I can at least talk on the channel, obviously with your permission, discuss on the channel how you've attacked the fretboard, how I've attacked the fretboard, doing the same thing, maybe get some comments going, some good commentary going on what we can do to get better, and obviously try to get better as a collective. So, you know, by me commenting on you doing how you've done it, how I've done it, and we talk about what kind of things that we can do to get better. Okay, that's probably the best way I can describe it. And I was trying to think of another way to phrase that, but I really can't. Or at least I haven't had enough coffee to, so you know it happens. Basically, and so that's that part. The third thing is what the whole channel is about. The whole channel is about me taking all my skill sets, my understanding of guitar, my understanding of the fretboard, my understanding of music theory to create the best music I possibly can in Logic Pro X. To create the best music I possibly can and post that stuff on a daily basis so people can see what it sounds like when I first do something, to give myself a limited amount of time to try to, you know, write, and produce, to mix and master a song, you know, maybe an hour, and I get to do that every single day, and I post that every single day so people can hear what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to build. And some of it's going to be good, most of it's going to be bad. But again, I'm going to be singing and songwriting on these tracks. Some of the best ones I do for every week, I'm going to try to spend a little bit more time on the ones on the weekend, or try to retake those songs, or take those songs and say, okay, this is what I've done this week. You know, so I'll work on 5 songs or 10 songs a week, and then I'll post all those songs, and then the best one out of all those, I'll write to it, and I'll sing to it, or whatever, and I'll put it up there. And so hopefully that will help out with that part of the channel as well. But again, the whole idea of that is for me to get better at songwriting, sound design, chord progressions, and to create the best music I can in Logic Pro X. Obviously, singing and songwriting will be just a part of that. 90%, 100% of the music I'll be putting out there obviously will be in an effort for me to get better. The other 10% will be split into two parts: music I create for other individual artists, as well as the other part I create for other individuals who are looking for musical scores to create their music, their films with. So making movie scores. So a bunch of them are looking for songs that need licensing, and because I'm friends with a bunch of them that do that, they wouldn't really need licensing because we're friends, and I'm not really trying to do this for money. I'm just trying to do this for more or less notoriety. So to work on projects with them is an absolute pleasure. I've done it before. I will be working on them with them these projects again. They're amateurs. I'm amateurs. It's a win-win situation. It gets me in the door. It helps them do something that they don't need licensing for. It's a win-win. Nextly, what was I going to say? Oh, finally, when people don't really watch, when people don't really talk or watch the live stream, the channel still serves for me as a where I am and where I've been and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. I don't know what I said. Where I've been, where I am, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. That's really the logical progression of it. So because I keep all these videos, I get to look at those things and go back and see what I've done right, what I've done right, what I've done wrong. For instance, yesterday was a prime example of when people comment on the channel. That's a prime example of why this is helpful. When people comment in real time, I not only get fixes, some people will help me with those fixes, and then I can fix those things on stream, and so we can move forward. So one of the fixes that was made, obviously, was the sound quality, which is great, because now I figured out how to do it. So I have to go back and watch the video, obviously, to make sure that that was done correctly. But again, that is part of the game, guys. It's part of the game, baby. So if any of that sounds good to you, that's why I ask people to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's the freest way you can help me out with the channel, and obviously with this channel, I'm trying to make this channel net zero, and net zero is basically meaning I would be able to make enough money from this channel where I'd be making private lessons. When I was working on private lessons, when I was getting private lessons when I was younger, they were $25 every 30 minutes. So I was like thinking, even if I was making about $35, $40 an hour, that would make this channel be able to self-sustain, and that would be without me, technically speaking, making a profit, because I'm still in the hole for, you know, $1,500, $1,600 worth of products I purchased, plus the other $15 I'm going to buy in order to make this channel happen to begin with. And that's okay, because you have starting costs, you have startup costs when you're making a business, and that is just part of the process. So what I ask people to do is, that you signing up, liking, comment, subscribing to the channel is the freest way you can help out with the channel. But if you'd like to help out in a financial perspective, I'm never going to stop people from doing it, even though my stated objective is obviously to try to make this as free for you guys as possible. But if you'd like to do so, it's very helpful when people when they donate to my coffee account. I have a coffee account up there. That's the first thing I'd say. Or this is part two. So the first thing I'd say is donate to my coffee account. It's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. I will post a link in the chat. It is also available in the description. You can donate as little as €1 to the channel or more. The second thing is, if you want to donate from a more indirect way, it's by getting involved in cryptocurrency. Now, I'm not a financial analyst. This isn't financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. However, I share my passion of guitar with you guys. And I wouldn't say equally, but I'm passionate about trading cryptocurrency. I am idealistic about blockchain and what they can do for the future. And I think it's important. I think it's an important way to handle transactions online, having an online ledger. So for those of you who understand blockchain or want to get involved in cryptocurrency space, or want to start purchasing cryptocurrency on centralized cryptocurrencies exchange, it helps out with the channel. It's a refer a friend program, which means when you use those links to sign up for these cryptocurrency centralized exchanges, and there are 4, that I have up there, and I use religiously. So I mean, not all of them religiously, but I use 1 or 2 of them religiously. But I use all of them in some capacity often. When you sign up using my referral links, they will offer you perks and benefits that you would normally not get if you would normally not be awarded unless you were with a refer a friend program. That's just how it works. Whatever they offer you, whether it be $20 cashback or $100 off trading fees, whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me, as I'm the referring client. And therefore, they will also offer me the opportunity to get the same perks that they would be offering you. And because of that, I will be using that 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back in my platform, as I did last year, to purchase my G1X Zoom multi-effects processor. So if you want to do that, it does help out with the channel in an indirect way. So I ask people to do that. If you sign up and decide it's not for you guys, it's just not for you. But you can sign up You can do whatever you want. You go through the whole verification process. I think it takes about an hour or 45 minutes. I don't know what it takes because they have to verify your identification. You are who you say you are. Once you've done that whole process, if you decide it's not for you, it's just not for you. You can, I'm sure, unsubscribe to all those channels or all those platforms if you want to. But it's fun. I think so too, and I think it's also a great way to keep a hold of your finances or keep some of your financial stuff in your own hands, making trades and purchases based on how you feel and how you analyze the market, as opposed to letting somebody else handle your financial future for you. But it also adds an element of difficulty. Don't kid yourself. Those people are paid to understand those markets, and there's a reason why. But when you get into cryptocurrency space, it's cool because you can understand a little bit more. Yeah, you're going to suffer some losses in the beginning. Yeah, you might get some wins in the beginning. You might suffer some losses later, but it happens. That's just what it is. Markets up and down, and the volatility is where the money is made. Unfortunately, that's how it works, whether it be the stock market or whether it be cryptocurrency. That's how it works. Lastly, the second easiest way to help me out with the channel is to help me grow my other platforms. I'm currently, outside of YouTube, obviously, I'm currently available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok. I'm not active on Twitch at the moment. I'm not very active on Instagram or on TikTok at the moment, but I'm very active on Instagram and very active on Facebook. So for those of you who want to talk to me or add DMs, do anything like that, adding me on those platforms is the quickest way to help me grow my YouTube channel and help me grow my YouTube channel, obviously by subscribing to it. Is the easiest way to help me grow my other channels. That looked really stupid, so I'm gonna stop doing that. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. One hand washes the other, obviously. I want to say thank you guys for being here. Happy October 1st. It's a spooky day, and because we're getting right into Halloween. I love Halloween. I love fall. It's my favorite season, and I don't mean that from like a pumpkin spice latte sort of season. I like the smell of fall. Fall smells different. There's a crispiness in the air that I love. That you don't get in any other season. There's something about the leaves falling. I just love fall. It's my second favorite season. My first favorite season, obviously, is winter, mostly because I hate mosquitoes. And you know where mosquitoes don't live? They don't live in the months of December. I'll tell you that much. And they eat me alive. I just got bitten by 2 of them yesterday. That shit was annoying as fuck. Before we get started here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and post into the chat real quick. Right quick, right chop. Okay? We're going to post already the lick of the week. We're doing a different lick of the week, okay? This is from, I think his name is Mauricio. I'm not sure if he is Spanish or Italian. I think he's Spanish or Latino. I'm not sure. Like, from Latin America is what I mean. And so that's cool because we're going to be working on something different. Why? Because it is October 1st, and as I said, we are only in the month of September going over old things. And so this weekend I will be posting some of the stuff that we did, maybe 2 or 3 of those exercises that we've done, maybe even a 4th one, depending on how this weekend goes. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it do. If it do what it do, then it do what it do, okay? Let me go right here into, is it KO? My coffee account, yep. Open up my coffee account, and right during this time, as it's opening up, I'm going to copy and paste that link so people have it. If you'd like to make a donation, I'm posting it into the chat section in case those of you who want to donate. Again, you don't have to. It is helpful to the channel, though. So here's the link. Okay, there's that. Boom. And here is I'm just trying to increase these numbers for no reason. It's really no reason. I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm just playing, y'all. Here's the lick of the week. I'm going to copy and paste this, I think, if I can, into the chart. More options. Copy link. Happy first day. Nope, I don't know why I did that. Happy Wednesday, y'all. And now I'm going to pose this and I'm going to pin it. Honest for all you guys for being here. Shout out to all you. Shout out you. Pin mesh. Do your dance. Shout out you. Guys, we're going to get started here today. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for your love and your support and for you just being here, guys. Since I have a message here, I don't know what that message is about. Okay, I'll post what have you create matters. Okay, let me close this. I don't need that open here. Let's go right into it, guys. We're going to start with the metronome. Let me know if there are any issues with the sound quality, guys. It should be fixed. Let me type that into the chat, too. Okay. Sound quality should be fixed. Okay. Should be fixed. If there are any delays, please let me know in the chat. Guys, we're going to start here today. We're going to start with the first exercise that we always start with, which is the spider picking exercise from the, well, not from the first one. We're trying to not muffin topping. Muffin topping is a term I'm repurposing that uses, the initial term was used to describe huskier people like me when your sort of body, your fatness hangs over your pants, because like a muffin just kind of hangs over. That happens to me, so I don't particularly find that term offensive, but some people might. But I've repurposed the term. We're repurposing it, okay? And I'm using it to describe your fingers when they spill over onto other strings, unintentionally muting them. Okay, I like to call that guitar string muffin topping. Okay, I'm repurposing the term. We're rebranding. Okay, rebranding the term. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's get started here, guys. We're going to start with this exercise. We're going to try to do better today than we did yesterday, which is always our objective, always our first day to go. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Had a little muffin top going on right there. It did happen. So my fingers did spill over onto the other strings unintentionally. It happens. When you have fat fingers like I do, or I don't have nubby fingers. They're just a little bit fatter, especially around the knuckle area. But a little bit fatter. You know, it is what it is. I'm not judging them. My fingers are beautiful. They are beautiful with everything they say. Oh, 3 things real quick before we continue going on to this channel. So first, okay. Number 1, I do not take requests on this channel. Now, I've talked about this before, and I'll say this again real quick. I'm trying to create a list of different backing tracks that I can use, and I'm hoping to do a session maybe once, maybe twice a week, where I just spend an hour where people can just donate money to the channel, and then they can see me working on these different improvisational things, so I can get better improvisational music, but I have to find music that is licensed, that has an open licensing, so that I'm not going to get kicked off the chat or kicked off these things for those reasons. And that's why I will create a list, and so people can donate based on that. They'll say, oh, if you do this, we'll give you $1. If you do this, we'll give you $100 if you do this, or not $100. That's a ridiculous amount of money, but it'd be cool. But yeah, you know what I mean. Just have different prices for different songs based on varying the difficulty of the song. And then people can also sit there and judge it and say if I'm doing good or doing bad. So that's one thing that I can do. But I'm not doing requests on this channel. There's nothing wrong with requests. If you want to make a request for a cover song that I play that I'm going to post, that's one thing. But playing songs just to sit here like I'm playing on a street corner doesn't make sense for what I'm trying to build here for the channel. Again, I reserve the right to change that later. There's nothing wrong with channels that do that. I just don't see the point in doing it for the channel as of today. That might change tomorrow. That could change in a week. That can change in a month. That may never change, but that is what it is. Second thing is I do curse on this channel, especially when I get frustrated. You saw me with technology yesterday. I will say things like shit and fuck, and I get really annoyed with technology, and we all get frustrated. We're all human beings, okay? But musicians are a group of people that curse like sailors. I am one of them. I am included in them. So for those of you, and this pains me to say because I need as many subscribers as I possibly can get. This absolutely pains me to say. But if cursing is an actual obstacle for you as to whether or not you will watch this channel, like if it's getting in the way of whether or not you can watch this channel, this may not be the channel for you. And that's just unfortunate to say, is it is devastating for my financial bottom line, because it's me basically shooing away potential subscribers. But I'd rather have subscribers be here for who I am and what I'm trying to do than for not being here for that reason, for other reasons or whatever, for sitting here pretending I'm somebody I'm not. If you meet me in real life, I'm the same guy. Hopefully, maybe a little bit more polite. I try to be polite, but at the same time, I do curse. I want that people to understand that from the jump. And the last thing is, if you have any serious questions regarding music theory, about any of the techniques or anything like that, that takes me more than 2-3 minutes to, well, not more than a minute basically, more than 30 seconds really, to talk about on the channel, save those questions to the end, subscribe to me on Facebook or Instagram, and then we will have those conversations. And if there are questions or things like that that are requiring more detail or more information to be sent, this, that, and the other, we'll exchange email addresses, and then that way I can send you the information. The reason I don't put it out there is because I don't know how to deal with certain spam things when it comes to my email. Okay, I'm not technologically stupid. I just don't. I'm worried about how they are going to affect my professional account, and so I'm not sure how to do that yet. So I prefer to just give out my DMs and things of that nature, and then let those companies deal with that kind of buffoonery when it comes to getting spam and unwanted messages from people that you don't really know. So that way we have a connection on the channel. You can say, I have a question about this. I'll say, you answer this. You add me on Instagram. You send me messages on Instagram, and then we can go back and forth that way, and then deliver documents or PDF files based on what people are trying to learn. Yeah, let's get right to it, guys. We're going to go back to 105 beats per minute. Y'all know what I'm talking about. 105 beats per minute. We're going to work on the alternate spider picking pattern from the 1st to 16th fret. But before we do that, y'all know what we're doing. Y'all know we're going right into the John Petrucci by the mosquito exercise, because I'm terrible at it. And just because I'm terrible at it doesn't mean I can't get better at it. That means I have to do my best to get better at it. Let's go. Excuse me. That was a nasty burp. Better than yesterday, but a lot of it sounded a bit more robotic than I wanted. A little bit more too staccato, So I don't know. We're gonna get right into the alternate spider picking pattern from the 1st to the 16th fret at 105 beats per minute, and I'm going to try to do this better than I've done the last couple of days. I keep getting hung up. I don't know if it's because I have cold fingers or what it is, but it's really messing with my head. Anyway, let's go. Sounded terrible. And it's funny how what 5 beats per minute can really do to you. For me, I was just struggling with it right in this area, but when I moved it up 5 beats per minute, it feels like I'm struggling all across the fretboard right now. But that just means I got to keep working on it more at 105 beats per minute and work on what I'm doing with my picking hand, because it's not my fretting hand that's really the issue here. It's my picking hand, which is going to mean we're going to go right into the alternate. Well, we're going to the chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret at 105 beats per minute. So I'm going to turn up the volume here. Let's go. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy hump day. Happy October 1st as well. Guys, we just finished with that exercise. Now we're going to go into the next exercises. So now that we finished that way, which one are we doing? We're doing the sweep picking exercise, guys. So we're going to working on the Brandon Dion exercise at 80, 90, and 100 beats per minute. And then I think we're doing sweep picking exercise. I want to say number 1 this time. Again, Brandon Dion is a very famous YouTube influencer. I'm going to say this to you guys so that you know. He does curse on his channel. He's hilarious. He's a very famous Instagram YouTuber. He's a very famous YouTuber. And that's why I ask people to, when you watch my channel, I want people to subscribe to other people's channels as well. But I also want people to be cognizant of, whether or not people curse on the channel. And again, my channel is set to this channel. My channel is not for anyone under a certain age, which is probably around the age of 18, and so I don't want people to, normally at that age you should probably be able to listen to this type of stuff, but again, and differentiate for yourself whether or not you want to be a part of that. But I want people to just know up front that that's, he does curse on his channel. Anyway, to me it doesn't matter. He does curse on his channel. If you want to check him out, you should. He's a very good guitar player. He's very helpful. He's funny, and that makes learning things more fun. Okay? Let's go. 80 beats per minute. Let's go. Sounded good today, guys. I'm going to take the tempo up to 90 beats per minute. I hope that you guys can do this. Again, you don't have to do this, but if you want to take the tempo down, guys, you can. So don't worry about that. Let's just take the tempo down if you need to. Okay? Sounded better than it did 2 days ago as well. Yay! We're doing good. Oh God, that's ignorant. Yay! Happy Wednesday, y'all. I hope y'all are still there with me. I'm gonna give y'all hundreds right now. Shout out to all you guys who are still here. Shout out to all you guys, man. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Awesome, man. I wanted to say thank you again for all of your help. I gave you a shout out in my on my YouTube post, but I forgot your handle. So I was gonna try to put your handle in there. I did subscribe to your channel, so I just wanted you to know I've directed all of my 76, 77 followers to go to your channel as well. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your help, man. It's awesome what you've done, guys. Subscribe to this guy's channel. He helped me yesterday in the middle of the stream. His handle name is Ryan's Pointing at Failure. I don't want to give out his Facebook account because he hasn't given me permission to do so. I'm not sure if it's a personal account or what have you. I can tell you this, that he helped me with a technical problem, and that was kind, because people don't go out of their way to be nice to people anymore, and I don't know why. I think it's because some of us have been burned so many times by trying to be nice to people, and then they, kind of spit in our faces, and I think it's happened to all of us. But it's nice when you see people helping people in the community. I'm a streamer, part of this community. He's a YouTuber. He's a part of this community. We're part of this community together, and it's nice to see people helping other people. So subscribe to his channel if you can, guys. I appreciate him and everything he's done for the channel, which is a lot. That sound quality thing was a big fucking issue when it came to putting in my OBS. So we're gonna do the same exercise at 110 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. My bad, guys. That must have been peaking like a son of a bitch. For real. My bad, y'all. If I burned any of y'all eardrums out of your face holes, I apologize for that. I didn't realize. Sometimes you guys got to tell me. This is why I ask people in the chat to really pay attention. I ask people to really pay attention because sometimes it's hard for me to check back. And I guess in my mind, forgetful. You know what I'm saying? So I get forgetful sometimes, and I forget that I turn up the volume. And so sometimes I have to look over at my M-Audio interface and check it out. And I just forgot to do that then, so I apologize for that. Excuse me, my bad. My bad, people, my bad. Let me just go ahead and say thanks to Ryan again. Ryan, dude, thank you so much. I said it on the channel, but I just wanted to see it in case he passes by again and I'm just looking at something else or a different screen. So this guy has helped me immeasurably. Again, as I said before, he helped me troubleshoot a very annoying problem, a sound quality problem, and it was really helpful yesterday. And it's been an absolute nightmare for me. Shout out him. Let's give Ryan 100s. You can't give people. It's crazy. You can't give people like audio like round of applauses. That'd actually be really funny. You have to hit another button. I'm sure if I opened up Logic Pro and I just had like a sample of people applauding, I could just trigger that button and then go to that. But I don't. So that's what it is. Alternate sweep picking exercise, 80 beats per minute. Exercise number 1. Let's go. Sounded terrible because a lot of the things that I was doing with my brain, my big juicy beefy brain, is really trying to focus on what my picking hand is doing, and so I've been taking it down just to really make sure I'm getting those angles and over-exaggerating things. I've seen another sweep picking exercise that we might work on that's really easy. It's really easy. It's just about basically just focusing on your picking hand, and I might incorporate that this coming weekend, just because we really need to work on it. I need to work on it, and it's an important skill to have. We're going to be adding a bunch more selective picking exercises. I don't know. I keep using the royal we like there's other people in this room. It's me and a camera and my 14-year-old computer. This is crazy. Stupidness. 90 beats per minute, same exercise. Let's go. 90 obviously sounded better. For some reason, 100 is usually my sweet spot, but every time I say that, I usually fuck this up. So, but 100 and 110 beats per minute is usually my sweet spot when it comes to sweep picking, for the most part. Let's see if we can, continue that tradition of being awesome. Let's go. At 100. Guys, we just finished those exercises. Yay! Now we get to go right into the, what is that called? Scales? Do we call them scales? We're going to get right to the scales, ladies and gentlemen. As boring, as annoying as it is the most important. The scales, the chords, and the scales and chords are the most important. They're foundational elements to us getting better at what we are trying to do here. We're just build our skill set as guitar players. So we're going to do the A sharp B flat major scale because we are not changing that until Sunday fun day. So A sharp, B flat major scale, B major scale at 105 beats per minute. So we're doing both of those sets of scales. Then we're taking the tempo Dionanda, and we're going right into the A sharp, B flat minor pentatonic scale, followed by the B minor pentatonic scale. Again, that will be at 100 beats per minute. This isn't a competition, guys, for the record. Meaning, and I'll say it again, this isn't about you trying to be better than me or you trying to be faster than me or this, that, and the other. If you can't play it as fast as I can, or if you can play it faster than I can, it's not about me trying to raise the tempo to get to your level, or you slowing down your tempo to get to my level. It's about playing at the level you know you can play at and doing it consistently and consistently good. And if you can't, you need to stay at that tempo until you get it right, which is why we're still at 105 beats per minute, because I cannot get that 135 thing, for me personally. I can't get the 135 stretch correct, but which is why I got to work on it, at least at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. So if I was doing it slow like this, I can do it a lot easier at the slower tempos than I can at the faster tempos, especially now that I'm trying to concentrate on not looking so much at the fretboard, but this first part's going to be hard. So. It's as good as I'm going to get it with my eyes closed right now in this session, at least with the time that I have. Second position, B minor, A sharp, B flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, B major scale, A sharp, B flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, B major scale, A sharp, B flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, A sharp, B flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, A sharp, B flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, guys, B major scale, A sharp, B flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. The eighth position, the octave position, the B major scale, A sharp, B flat major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. I'm not closing my eyes to be pretentious, guys. Again, the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm trying to do everything that I can to focus on memorizing the fretboard without having to look down. I've noticed in a lot of videos, I hunch back of Notre Dame it. You know what I mean? I'm looking at my fretboard too much, and it's annoying, and it doesn't look cool either. So. to the A sharp note to the B major scale at 105 beats per minute, guys. Again, if you have to take the tempo down, there's no wrong, ain't no shame up in y'all game. You know what I'm saying? Get right to it. You know what I'm saying? This is first position in case that wasn't clear. Second position, B major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, B major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. I looked down at that one the whole time and I just didn't even realize it until now. Fourth position, B major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, I'm sorry, fifth position, B major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sixth position, B major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. And finally, well, not finally, seventh position, B major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, B major scale, 105. Eighth position, the octave position, the B major scale, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Did it! I'm trying to work on obviously not looking at the fretboard, so if you see me shutting my eyes, that is what I'm doing. I'm focusing on trying to memorize and understand where the positions are on the fretboard. It's not a pretentious thing. I don't know why I keep doing this. I do this with my hand a lot. I don't know why that is. Maybe just presentation type stuff. Anyway, let's get right to it, guys. I better put this in front of here because if I don't, I'm looking at two screens at the same time and one of them is bothering my face. Welcome, guys. If you haven't done so already, I'd really love it for you to like and comment and subscribe to the channel if you can. If you don't want to, I get it, but I would really appreciate it if you did. And I just appreciate you being here. So thank you for that. Let's get right to it. We're going to work on the A sharp, B flat minor pentatonic scales. Let's go. First position. Second position, A sharp, B flat major scale at 105. A sharp, B flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, A sharp, B flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. We know this. We know the shape. Position. I don't know why I'm holding up three fingers. So, fourth position, A sharp, B flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, A sharp, B flat minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. To visualize and memorize the fretboard at the same time, so I'm trying to visualize it in my head while I'm playing it. So this is really weird. It's bizarre. Let's go right into the sixth position, the octave position, the A sharp, B flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. I would encourage you to try to do that with me. If you can shut your eyes and visualize while you're playing at the same time, I find it to be helpful. Again, only time will tell. I've only started working on this the last 3 or 4 days or so. Well, maybe a little bit longer than that. Well, we'll say seriously. I've been seriously working on it the last week or so. So let's go. Let's get right into the bottom, well, the last one, which is the B minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Starting in the first position. Let's go. second position, B minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Let's go right into the third position of the B minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, B minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, B minor pentatonic scale, 100 beats per minute. Again, I'm only closing my eyes to try to work on visualizing and trying to understand the fretboard without having to look down like on Quasimodo. You know what I mean? Hunchbacking. I don't know if that's a... I'm just saying that's just what it looks like when I do it. So, yeah. Fifth position, let's go. The sixth position of the octave position of the B minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Guys, now that we finish that up, we can take off the tempo and the metronome. Not the tempo, we're always going to keep a tempo, okay? Let's get right to it. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to all you guys for still being here. You guys are the best. I'm thankful that you guys are here. I'm glad that the sound quality is working. Yeah, let's get it going, guys. Let's go right into the find the note. Find the note very easy. We're going to find the B note. And the idea of this, it's an exercise suggested by Joe Satriani, very famous guitar player. What he said was basically, if you are an intermediate guitar player or anything above it, so if you basically know how to play a song and a handful of chords, you are an intermediate guitar player. You are at the very low end of intermediate guitar playing. So, you know, handful scales, maybe not even scales in all positions, but you know, a couple scales, maybe a pentatonic scale, couple of chords, couple of songs. You're an intermediate guitar player. You're no longer a beginner, especially if you know that guitar tuning is in E, A, D, G, B, E, which is the standard tuning, which we will always be in unless otherwise specified. So if you are looking to try to get better at guitar and you're an intermediate guitar player, Joe Satriani said you should know every note on the fretboard. So we're going to do that. And basically what we're doing today is we're doing the B notes. We're going to find the B up and down the fretboard, and I'm going to teach you a method on how to do that just using the one same string method, which is what I call above 12, below 12. It should be plus or minus 12 is what the exercise should be called. Because whatever fret number you're on below the 12th fret, you add 12 to that number. And then whatever fret number you are above the 12th fret, you subtract 12 from that number. It is that simple. And when you have a 24 fretted guitar, you will have your open, your 12, and your 24th string being, that will be 3 octaves that you can get to on that. You can't do that on most other guitars because I only have a 22 fretted guitar. Okay, so I can't do that on this guitar. But if I had an SE with 24, with 24 frets, then I would be able to have a third on that same one. So basically, it's above plus 12 minus 12 for the sake of this argument. So on the bottom E string, we're in standard E tuning of E, A, D, G, B, E. And so if you know the concept of whole step, half step, whatever, the major and minor sort of whatever the distance is between those things, which you don't really need to know right now. All you need to know is that the B note is on the 7th fret. And if you add 12 to that number on the bottom E string, it's on the 12th fret. So if you add, or it's on the 7th fret, so you add 12 to that number, you get 19. That's how you find its octave position. But if you knew that it was on the 12th fret but didn't know it was on the 7th fret, you just subtract 12 from 19 and you get your 7. So that's easy. It's that simple, guys. You're at 7 and 19 on the bottom E string. And because E and E are the same strings, basically one's just an octave higher, the frequency is going to be the same, which means you're going to hit the same fret. So the frequency is going to be the same. It's going to be double that. Where's it square that? Whatever it is. Same notes. Your same fret numbers. 7 and 19 on the bottom E string. On the top E string. 7 and 19 on the low E string. Now we're going to go right into 2 and 14 on the A string. Again, 2, you add 12 to 2, you get 14. You subtract 2 from 14, you get 12. Or get 2. I'm going to get this right. So again, we're at 2 and 14, you add 12 to 2, you get 14. If you know that you're on the 14th fret, and you don't know below the 14th fret, or what it is below the 12th fret, you subtract 12 from 14, and you get 2. If that makes any sense. Very simple math, though. Now back to 7 and 19 on the bottom E string. Then we're going to 7 and 19 on the top E string. Then we're going to go to the B string, and we know that it's open, so we play open at 12. Because we consider open strings is 0. So if you add 12 to 0, you get 12. You subtract 12 from 12, and you get 0. Simple math, guys. Now back to 7 and 19 on the bottom E string. Now back to 7 and 19 on the low E string. Now back to 2 and 14 on the A string. Then we go to the D string, where we're at 9 and 21. Again, you add 12 to 9, you get 21. You subtract 12 from 21, and you get 9, guys. Now we're going back to the A string, which was at 2 and 14. Frets 2 and 14 on the A string. Very simple math, guys. Back to 7 and 19 on the bottom E string. Now we're going back to 7 and 19 on the top E string. Now back to open and 12 on the B string. Then we're going to the G string, which puts us at 4 and 16. Again, you add 12 to 4, you get 16. You subtract 12 from 16, and you get 4. Guys, you cannot. This shit is very simple. Simple math, okay? Not really a whole lot of stuff I can teach here, because it's really that simple. This puts us at 9 and 21 on the D string. Then we go to the A string, and that puts us back to, you get it, 2 and 14. Now back to 7 and 19 on the bottom E string. And I would really like to finish up like this. I don't know why. It's just really amusing to me. I'm going to do that again. Not as good as it normally comes out. Now we're going to do the boring shit, guys. We don't want to do this, but we don't want to but we gunsta, okay? And we gunsta do it because we gots to do it. And we gots to do it because, like DMX said, I'm slipping, falling. I can't get up. You go, I'm slipping, falling. I gots to get up. I gotta get back on my grind so I can tear up. Self-censor. We're doing the 7th chords, guys. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. There is no Groovy Chew, my guy, dude. I saw you post something on Instagram, and I liked it. I don't know what kind of guitar that was. It was a Fender of some sort, like maybe it was a blue one. I don't remember. But I checked it out. My guy, how are we doing? I've been using this OBS software for a minute here, man. Shout out you, hundreds to you, dog. It was a dope video. Guys, if you haven't seen Groovy Chew stuff, I would recommend that you also check him out too. He's pretty awesome. Yeah, I just saw him make a post on Instagram. That's why I checked it out earlier today. Yeah, man. I don't know if that was a new post, but I did see it. So I thought it was cool. Well, that's good. It's real good. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Shout out you. Guys, if you haven't done so already, as I direct everyone to, if you could go check out Groovy Chew. He's the first person who's donated to the channel. That is a true story. He's officially a part of my YouTube story. So that's real cool too. You're the first person that's really a part of that actual group. That's a YouTube story. So I tell that to everybody because it's really, really, really cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate you for being here. Guys, we're going to get right into the 7th chords, the minor 7th chords. Again, the least fun stuff that we want to do, but we're going to keep pushing through these exercises, guys. Yeah, an individual, I don't know if you saw him, he posted earlier, Ryan's pointing at failure. He came on the stream and said, hey, I can help you with this. And he walked me through step by step. And it was literally something that took me 30 seconds to fix. But when it comes to technology, sometimes troubleshooting for me is like, the best way to describe it is like it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. And so this guy helped, he navigated me right through. He said, I've seen this problem before, this, that, and the other, boom, 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 30 seconds, done. Done. And so it's a very simple fix, as I knew it might be, because that's how technology is with me. It does not like me for whatever reason. Yeah, he's a real one, dude. He's a real one. I shouted him out yesterday, and I hope he gets a ton more followers, because people don't go out of their way, and I'll say this, and I like to say this a lot, but or I don't say it as often as I should, but people, especially on the internet, they don't go out of their way to be nice to people that they don't know. And so it's really cool to see people in the community, the YouTube community, that come to help of other people just because they're just, it's not that he was doing this for money at all. He just came on the channel and just started helping out. And so I was like, that's really cool, man. So I want to help him out by hopefully directing people towards his channel. Maybe that might get him more some kind of, incentive, some kind of subscription incentive or something like that. So I hope that works out for him. He was really helpful. And like I said before, people don't on the internet, they do not go out of their way to be nice to people. In fact, they go the opposite direction. They go out of their way to be mean to people. Like whatever kind of day you were having, they take that out on whatever the internet is, whoever's on the internet at that time who's popping or whatever it is. So, I appreciate it. It's always cool to see other people helping out the newbies, even if you're not as young. I'm not a young kid by no means. I'm not an old person, but I'm not a young person by any means. But it's really cool. Yeah. So shout out you, Groovy Chew. I don't know if you saw this. Like I said before, man, I saw you post something on Instagram earlier. Guys, if you haven't done so already, check out Groovy Chew stuff. It's pretty dope. So I'm going to get right to these chords, guys. I understand this is the most boring part of the session. We're not going to skip this because I want to get better. I want you to get better. I want us all to get better. And the only way for us to do that is through scales, chords, and continuous, monotonous, and boring repetition. Layup drills, if you're a basketball player, things you have to do every time. Shooting drills, off the ball dribbles, like you have to do all this stuff, fundamental stuff. And some of it's not fun. People like just playing the game. It is what it is. But in order to get better at playing the game, you have to work on fundamentals. Playing scales and chords is part of that process. Let's get right to it, guys. We're going to start with the B flat 7th chords. Let's get right to it. Again, if there are any issues regarding the sound, I don't think there should, because I think those have been addressed by Ryan. Again, Ryan pointing at failure. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. Also, check out Groovy Chew. He's a real one. The 2 real ones on the channel, guys. Check him out. Let's get right to it, starting with these melody chords. That's why it's not. I'm struggling with this. Right here. Right here. That's new. Right here. And right here. Let's go again. I have my stomach working, so I'm shutting my eyes during this exercise. Right here. But I'm going to do that one simple. Right here. If I was to do that on the B7 chord, if I was to do that on the 7 chords, guys, this would take us 10 years to do. The big chord. Right here. Then here. Let's go right into the inside chords that sound like this. Sound a little something like this right here. I have a time change. Yeah. Unfortunately, my schedule is haphazard at this moment in time. We are doing there's a hiring process that's happening at my job, and we are missing like 5 or 6 employees, and I'm just trying to take on my schedule as needed. So my schedule is going to be haphazard until probably the ending. Well, we're trying to get people hired before the end of the month of November. I work as like a lab tech, so a lot of the work that I do doesn't have to be done in regular or normal operational hours. Some of it's done after that or beforehand. So I get paid. So I'm basically outside of this stuff, outside of what I'm doing here. I'm here at different times. There were the night last week I was here. I remember I got done after a 12-hour day. I got done probably around 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. and I had to do my live session at that point. So these are just going to be haphazard for the time being. And I wish I could make it. I wish there was an easier way I could say it. But from now until the end of probably November, early December, I'm not going to have anything fixed until we have the rightful amount of employees. Yeah, I do what I can, man. I try to get here as early as I can. My hope is that I can stay consistent if I do it earlier in the morning. But sometimes, I don't want to get up. I got a long day ahead of me. Sometimes it's hard to do, especially after having had that first cup of Folgers. That's a joke. I would never drink Folgers. After living in Europe, I would never drink Folgers ever again. But it used to be pretty good. I do like a good hazelnut from Dunkin' Donuts, though. I'll give you that. Hazelnut coffee, iced coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. Shout out to them. That place is fire. Pumpkin spice, I don't do any of that. I don't do all that sugar stuff. But hazelnut coffee, my first job was at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm just going to point this out. Hazelnut coffee is a very specific place in my heart. Okay, there's a smell that there's a smell that comes from it that's just, it reminds me of home. So, love that. I'm going to do my best. Man, I appreciate you waiting for me to come on, man. I appreciate you watching the channel, man. I'm thankful. I'm gonna try to figure out a way to be consistent. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna try my best. Inside chords, guys. D7 chords. Go again right here. There we go. Let's go right to the inside chords, B7th inside chords, guys. But anyway, Groovy Chew, in case I wasn't clear about this, man, thank you so much for waiting, for watching the channel, and for subscribing, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for being my first donation, my first on-stream donation, man. That was the coolest shit ever. So shout out to you. Keep posting, keep working, and hopefully when you keep sharing stuff on Instagram, I can keep liking those videos. I did like the the visual that you had when you were in the the background. I don't know if you were on a beach or something when you were playing guitar, but that should look dope. I don't know if you filmed it with your camera, like a camera or a camera phone, but whatever phone you use or whatever camera you used, you need to keep using that because the quality was great. So let's get right into the bottom, to the rhythm chords, guys. Right here. And then this weird, this isn't a weird one, this is one of my favorites, but I can never get it on the first try. I gotta think about it. It causes me to hesitate, and I don't like hesitation. Then this unique one. Then right here. Let's go again. Right here, the unique one. Right here. Right here. Then here. Then here. There we go. Here. Then here. And here. Then right here. Let's go one more time. Then right here. Nope. We're gonna do the unique one. Unique one. And this one, I really like doing this chord, but for some reason I cannot get it right on the first try. I'm blaming my fingers, I guess. My fingers not telling me what to do. Here. Then we're gonna do that one with pinky. Then button shit off. Then go right here. There we go. I'm getting close to 100 subs, man. Shout out you for noticing that I'm getting close to 100 subs, dog. I'm really excited to get to 100. I know for some people, they say, like last week or 2 weeks ago, I got, you know, a bunch of subscriptions in the middle of the session. For me, that was the first time it happened. I know I was talking to my brother. He's like, well, people get that all the time. And I was like, well, I'm not everybody. And that just happened to me, so that was pretty dope. So yeah, as I tell people, if you can, like the videos. If you want to, I would really appreciate you subscribe. This helps me make the channel as free for you, or as free for me as I'm trying to make for you guys as possible. At the very least, I know that the live stream sessions, I want to make those for free. Everything else, and the other things that cost money, things of that nature, I would really like it for companies or what's the word? Sponsorships to pay for those things. So at no point do I really want this to come out of the pockets of anybody who's watching it. If you want to make donations, I have pathways for you to make donations to the channel. Obviously, I'm never going to refuse a donation. Obviously, I love that. It helps out with the channel. But especially how tough the economic times are right now, it seems gross, a little bit gross, to ask people to donate to the channel. But I would love for you if you could do it. If you don't want to, I understand it. I get it. But let's get right into these bottom 4 string chords. If you could go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, it would be helpful. Let's go right to the bottom 4 string B7 chords. Let's go. Precedence over this, but it's just to show expeditiously isn't synonymous with moving through these exercises too quickly, but it's moving through them at a much faster tempo than just walking through If you have a question and I'm not able to get to it, please follow me on Facebook or Instagram and ask me those questions later, because I will be able to get through this. Now the B minor 7 chords that sound a little something like this right here, y'all. like this. Because it's such a stretch. Let's get right into these bottom 4 string, or the rhythm chords and the bottom 4 string chords for the B minor 7th chords. Then we're moving to the B major 7th chords. We're gonna go. We gonna go. Yeah, 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 yeah. How we do this? How we doing this? Oh, we're at 2. That's why. She could play it like that, but technically it's Let's go again, okay? String chords. Let's get right to it. Oh, speaking to Groovy Chew, I don't know if you're still here, but I hope you are. If you're not still here, I'll just say it. I'll talk to you later. I'm sure of it in the. I'll chat with you later. So one of the good things is that he was saying, oh, well, starting earlier is better for me. And I think starting earlier for me is better for everybody involved, really. And I want to start earlier. And part of the reason why I added why using an OBS is so helpful is because my neighbors can't really hear. You can hear people talking, okay? But I talk at, I think, at a reasonable volume for my room. And so in order for you to hear my voice, you have to be out in the hallway. But when I was using my orange amp, which I love using, but when I was using it for the live stream, You can't play that at 5 o'clock in the morning. But here, because I don't have monitors playing back the sound to me and creating some sort of reverb or whatever it is, the only problem that would start is when I have to move into the improvisational section and I have to use those backing tracks. So if I can figure out how to play them just through my, well, no, I'd have to play them through the monitors anyway. Yeah, so I would have to basically play around, 6 a.m. my time where I'd be practicing, so around 8 a.m. is where the music would be starting, so it wouldn't really disturb too many of my neighbors either way. But I play it at a reasonable volume. It's not at a high volume at all. Again, these are the B7 and B minor 7 chords in case you can't see them. And also with this now, the OBS thing in working correctly, I can post these in the background and start doing screen grabs soon. I didn't want to add 15, 20 different things because, like I said, technology, when you are adding too many things at once, it's already, troubleshooting is like finding a needle in a haystack, which is frustrating already. So, yeah. I didn't want to add too many things at once. Guys, we're going to get started right with these B7 chords and finish up with the B minor 7 chords, and then we're done with the chords for the day. Okay? Let's go. We got about 10 minutes left here, and then we can get it going. This one right here. And then right here. I'm trying to remember that. Is it? Big bar. Right here. Let's go again. Like here. The third time. Let's go right into the inside chorus. Yeah, it's the third time. Right into the inside chorus. Sound like this right here. Let's get right into the rhythm chords, guys. B7th rhythm chords. I understand this is boring as shit, guys. There's no substitute. I'm going to try to make these as fun as possible, but it's just not, you know what I mean? Like, they're just not going to be fun. Learning chords and learning scales, there's no way around it. You can make them fun. You can make them do whatever you want with them, but at the end of the day, you're still eating your vegetables, okay? finding a better way, a more creative way to eat your vegetables. You're still eating them, so you have to make it as palatable as possible, and that's what I'm going to try to do in the future. So I doubt I'm going to be able to make any changes at any point between now and the end of December, as we're doing some hiring things at work. So, but I'm going to try. Right here. Make this inch. Then. For some reason, I struggle with doing this. It's not hard. Right here. Right here. And then here. Right here. Then right here. Right here one more time. Right here. Here. And here. Here. Right here. And then from here to now the bottom 4 string chords that sound something like this, right? Maybe we're gonna give me something. Time, let's go. B minor 7 chords that sound something like this, right? Churr. go to the second one. I hate doing. I love doing these ones, but I hate it because it's like so. That looks stupid. Now let's get right into the bottom four string, the rhythm chords, and then the bottom four string chords, and then we done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Shout out all of you guys for being here, for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done so already, I'd love that you do that right now. If you can't, or you just don't want to, that's okay. It's just, thank you for being here. Thank you for your support and for your presence, your energy. You know what I mean? Let's get right to it, guys. Let's get right into the bottom four string chords right here. This sound like this. Let's go again. That's not right. See, it's right here. Right here. Right here. Let's go again. Right here. Right here. Alright guys, now that we're done with that, we get to go right into the lick of the week, and this one is a much harder one. It's not that it's hard, it's just long. Whoa. It's not that it's a tough one, it's just a longer song. That's what I'm gonna say. Because I'm gonna get clipped on that one for sure. I gotta be careful. Gotta be real careful on the internet here. Because if you don't, they gonna get you. You're gonna get got. Okay? And we're not gonna get got out here, we're gonna get. All right. Ooh boy, ooh boy. I almost said something that might have, I would say, getting canceled for sure. Oh no, that is not what I meant to do. This one is, let's see if I can paste that. There we go. Yeah, it's the same thing. This one is from an individual who goes by the name of, I don't need to dismissed. Mauricio, I don't know how you pronounce his name, to be honest, but this is what it sounds like. So I'm gonna play it. It's harder. It's more difficult. Okay, so we gotta go back to the beginning. So we're gonna work on just the first part of this song. So like the first 2 or 3 measures. So this is what it's gonna sound like. That's what it is. So it's that's the part we're gonna work on right here today. So it's this is what it is. That's how it ends at first measure. So it's so the next part is literally, I think it's triplets. It's So it's then it's so it's. Let me just play through that first part again, because the first part is the part we're working on today. I'm just gonna play through it one more time, then we're gonna get started with the ABC, the OD Polyphia riff, because I cannot find it. I tried to look it up last night. I cannot find it, so I might have to rewrite it myself. And if I write it, I obviously cannot publish it. I don't know how to publish something like that. I don't know any of that. You know, YouTube, if you play cover songs, there are licensing agreements that you're covered under it when you do it, because people do cover songs all the time, and it's very easy to set up, apparently. But when it comes to actually writing the notation of the music and writing it down and then posting that, I don't know how that works. So I'm going to refrain from doing that so I don't get in trouble, like, or not in trouble, but like even just trouble, just even getting my account or getting videos taken down is just, I can't afford that right now. You know what I mean? When this channel starts generating revenue, I might have an opportunity where I can be a little bit more free with some stuff. So I could take something down and be like, okay, no problem. I'm not losing anything here. So, you know. Next, it sounds like this. It's. And then it's from here, it's. Then it says 3/4. I don't know what's after that. That's what we're working on today. That's what we did. Congratulations, guys. We can do this stuff. We can do longer and tougher riffs. We can do extended and tougher riffs, I'll say. Because if I say longer and then harder in quick succession, people will clip that, and they will clip it into making it seem like it's something that it is not. Y'all weird. You're weird. Okay, you weird out here, you weirdos. Shout out to innuendos, though, because innuendos are hilarious. But on this channel, we don't really need that. If I told you what they used to tell us in orchestras when we were playing in orchestras, when you were sight reading a piece of music, they tell you literally, they will use the phrase finger, tongue, and blow. That's what they say. That is a common and topical expression that people use in orchestral settings. Tell me that's not an innuendo. It is. Believe me, when we were, 14, 15, 16 years old, I was like, so funny. We're going to work on this OD riff, so it sounds like this. Okay. This was a hard one, so it's. Then it's. Then it's. I don't know if it's. And then. You know what? I I think you can. If I was to post a video on how to play it and I posted the sheet music in the background, I think that's a different thing than just publishing a song. But I can check it out because I've seen people post songs, and I don't know. They probably just don't monetize the songs. They probably just put it up for promotional uses only. But I don't know how that works, so I'm gonna refrain from doing that anyway. Yes. That's all the time I'm going to have for that particular section today, guys. We're going to finish up here with the backing tracks. My back is killing me. My neck. Well, no, we're not going to do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that song on this channel. It sounded like Joe Budden when he started singing. I don't know if y'all saw that. Joe Budden singing the Ice Spice song. That was hilarious. He got roasted by everybody in his room and everybody on the podcast. That was hilarious. I don't know if you guys like Joe Budden. I think he's a funny guy. Very angry individual, but he's funny. Let's get right to it, guys. because I haven't figured out the chords yet. And the chords aren't written in the description of the video, I don't believe. No, they're not. So I have to figure out what those chords are. They're not hard. I just didn't take time to do it off the session. So I'm going to figure those out today or tomorrow, so that I can get more into understanding it. Because understanding chords and the shapes, and also how they fit into the scales, or how the scales fit into those shapes, whichever one comes first, is very helpful as an improvisational player. It helps you see the fretboard differently. It helps you see the fretboard in a more complete way. Okay? I had to skip the gun part because there's like a gun shooting like at the beginning of the video, like somebody like recorded, or not recorded, but used like a little button that has a gunshot. And not only is it unnecessary, it just sounds stupid, to be honest. And I don't want to promote that either. Not a great one. Just because I was in the middle of it and I just got lost in the middle of it, and I was just, another thing that makes it hard when you're improvising, you're not listening to it yourself playing back. It's hard to get focused on those things, you know what I mean? So without further ado, we're going to finish the chat today, okay? We're at 204 minutes because I spent too much time talking. It happens. I just want to say thankful. I'm thankful that you guys were able to make it onto the chat today. Shout out to all you guys for being here. Shout out to Groovy Chew for making a guest appearance today. I don't know if he's on the channel all the time, but shout out to you, Groovy Chew, for being here. Guest appearance. Shout out to Ryan's Pointing at Failure for helping me make the sound quality better. I'm going to go back and check the volume. Apparently, people, not the volume, but just the sound quality in and of itself. Apparently, people have said that, well, at least Groovy Chew has said that the volume sounds good. The sound sounds good. So it sounds clear, it sounds crisp, and I'm working on those things diligently. And thank you for helping me accomplish that goal of being able to put that stupid delay thing behind me. There's a very simple fix, but troubleshooting is not my strong suit, nor am I patient with it. So with that being said, guys, thank you for joining me on the channel today. Thank you for always joining me. Thank you for being a part of this process. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and go over my spiel so I can end the session, okay? For those of you who have not joined the channel before, thank you for joining me today. For those of you who just joined the channel today, thank you for joining me today. And for those of you who are just stopping by, thank you for stopping by. If you haven't done so already, I would absolutely love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you've done so already, the first thing is basically this channel, I'm going to go over my spiel. I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. My channel is about 4 things. The first 2 things involve the live stream. And that live stream is broken down into 2 individual parts. The first part is about my practice sessions, about me practicing, you practicing, and us practicing together, us implementing different exercises and different things of that nature. So we can get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and from the expert onto the virtuoso levels of guitar playing by committing that time every single day to making sure that we're playing our instrument. The second thing I ask people to do, obviously, is, or the second thing the channel is about, well, obviously the practice session. Let me see what the breakdown, let me go ahead and say what the breakdown of the practice session is. The breakdown of the practice session is us doing warm-ups, scales, chords, different chord progressions, different chords and voicings, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, all in an effort for us to obviously do the, improvisational stuff, but the improvisational stuff comes afterwards, after we work on the cover songs and the licks of the week, which help us in this second part, which is the improvisational part. We're going to use that skill set to immediately implement into the cover song, or to the improvisational stuff, so that I will be improving on the channel. You can listen to it, you can judge that for what it is. And then, I swear I'm going to get through this. You can judge that for what it is. You can sit on your throne of judgment. Let me know if I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad, if I'm doing better than yesterday, if I'm doing worse than yesterday. But by suggesting that and recommending different influencers, that helps me grow as an improvisational artist. It's my hope that a part of this session is not just you judging me, but you listening to things that maybe you might hear that might be good for you, or things you might hear that might be like, oh, you know, maybe that's not as good enough. That's not good for me. So you can hear different things in how you're improving, so that you can use the backing tracks I have in the playlist section of my account, record yourself on video, hopefully, and post that to YouTube. And hopefully, while sharing the link with me and with your permission, I'd like to discuss it on the channel to talk about how you've attacked the fretboard. Maybe not showing your video, but at least talk about how you've attacked the fretboard, how I've attacked the fretboard, and what we can do as a collective to get better, even suggesting different influencers to get from the intermediate, obviously, to the virtuoso levels of improvisational guitar playing. Now, with the third thing, which is the third thing we're going to do, which is about me creating the best music I can in Logic Pro X. The whole channel is about me doing that. It's about me doing my skill set and working on my guitar, my understanding of the guitar, working on my ability to play guitar as my principal instrument, and also working on my understanding of music theory all the time, so that I can create the best music I possibly can in Logic Pro X. I will be singing and songwriting on these tracks. I will be creating my own guitar parts on these tracks. I will be creating the best music I possibly can, which 100% of the music I'll be putting out there will be just in an effort for me to get better. The other 90% will just be music I'm creating for myself. Well, the other 90% of that will be music I'm creating for myself. The other 10% will be broken down to music I'm creating for other individual artists, as well as other individual directors who are looking for film scores. So I will have my own section for film scores, or music that I'm making specifically for film scores. Lastly, if people are looking for those types of things, they want to get involved in those kind of things, or they want to help out with the channel, basically the easiest way to do that is the fourth way. Basically, when people don't watch the channel serves for me as a where I've been, where I am, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. When people comment in real time, I get to see those comments and look back at the videos, and as opposed to spending an hour or 20 minutes on every video to see what I've done right, what I've done wrong, I can go to the side, I can see the people who have posted, and some of them have given me critiques and commentary that help me move forward without having to go back and watch 15, 20 different videos to try to make those better every single month. With that being said, I ask people to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel, because that is the easiest and freest way that I can make this channel sustainable in a financial way. And I ask people to do that because it becomes net. The goal of the channel, the first initial goal of the channel, is to become net zero for you and net zero for me, which means it's at no cost to you, it's at no cost to me. The only way to do that is to get the subscribers, so I can do the second thing, so I don't have to do the second thing as much. I'm not a part of the Amazon affiliate program for lack of subscribers, and I'm not a part of the YouTube partnership program, again, for lack of subscribers. Now, that's not because I don't want to be a part of those programs. I absolutely want to, because it makes it free for you, and it also makes it free for me because it allows me to cover the cost of at least all the things that I need to purchase and pay for that help me build and sustain this channel. But until that period of time happens, I have to ask people to make donations to the channel. Again, my coffee account is readily available. It's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. You can donate to that channel freely if you'd like to, or to my account freely if you'd like to. My goal is to make sure that people only make donations when they would absolutely want to. Okay, you don't have to do that, but if you'd like to, it's very helpful, especially during this period right now where I'm not generating any money and I'm just spending money. The last 15 bucks I'm going to spend on this channel, besides the money I get from cryptocurrency, the last amount of money I'm going to spend in this channel is the money that I'm spending this month on my Amazon Prime, the Amazon Prime week in the next couple of days to purchase the things that I need to for the microphone, the condenser mic, so I can make those things happen, the sound quality sound better. Lastly, the second part of this is if you want to help out from an indirect financial way, you can do so by subscribing to the cryptocurrency referral links I have available in the description. Now, this isn't about, I'm not an expert, okay, on financial stuff. I'm not a financial expert. I'm not giving you financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. But I'm passionate about trading crypto, and I'm also passionate about, I'm passionate not about just cryptocurrency, but about Web 3.0, about the blockchain and the applications it can have in the future, which is why I'm a part of trading cryptocurrency. What's up, Neil George? I'm great, dude. I'm just finishing up here, man. It is good to see you. I do remember you. Obviously, I only have a handful of people who comment on these videos all the time. And I'm glad that you said that because that means a lot to me. You have no idea. That means a lot to me when people say that they love this channel. I've got a lot of work to do. Obviously, this channel isn't going to be built overnight, which is why I'm going over my spiel to try to figure this out. So let me finish up my spiel I'll get to real quick. Lastly, if you want to get involved again with cryptocurrency referral links, guys, all you have to do is click on those links, subscribe to those, and if you'd like to do those things, you can. It's a refer a friend program, so when you sign up, whatever they offer you, whatever those companies offer you, they will in turn offer me as a referring client. I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back in the platform, and that's how it helps. Last year, I bought a G1X Zoom multi-effects processor for my guitar, which you will hear more often as I am working on putting up shorts and things of that nature. So, lastly, before I get to you, Neil George, lastly, I just want to tell people, go ahead, the easiest way and the freest way to help out and allow me to make this channel net zero is by asking people to subscribe to me across all platforms. I'm currently available on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and TikTok outside of YouTube. I'm not active on Twitch. Okay, I'm trying to get active on Twitch, meaning I'm trying to stream cross-platformationally. I'm not as active on Instagram, or on TikTok, but I'm trying to be as I'm adding more shorts. I already have 4 shorts up there that don't have any views because I don't really have anybody on TikTok. I don't really use TikTok as an application on my phone, but I have it because I know people are on that platform, and that's the only reason I'm on that platform is because there are people there who use it religiously, and unfortunately that is part of the game. But I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and if you have any questions or messages that you want to send me, you can do that. But helping me grow those platforms is the quickest and easiest way to help me grow this platform. Or my YouTube channel, and helping me grow my YouTube channel will obviously help me grow those other channels. So subscribe to me on YouTube, obviously, first, and then subscribe to me across those other platforms. That's the best way to help me out and help me grow the channel to make it net zero for you, net zero for me, meaning it is at no cost to you, and the cost to me are my costs of not just electricity, but like paying for strings, like, making sure that I have insurance, paying insurance to make sure that if anything breaks, that I can have enough money aside to put those things and pay for them. Like I said before, making this channel free for me and as free for you as possible is the #1 goal of this channel. That is the baseline for building this channel. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. Neil George, it's good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for joining the channel. I appreciate you saying I love your channel. I know that you know that I know that you know that I know. That's a dodgeball reference. I know that you know that I know that I have a lot of work to do on this channel, and I'm appreciative. I've got lighting things to do. I've got background things to do. I've got so much stuff I've got to do to build this channel to be what it is. I'm just thankful that you guys are here in the beginning. Like I said, to Groovy Chew and to, the individual who helped me yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and point him out. So if I can, I don't know why this won't let me scroll. Here we go. To Ryan pointing out failure. He's a guy, that's his tag name, and he helps people. He helped me with my sound, the quality of my sound. I was having a delay issue with my channel the other day, and it was very helpful. He came onto the channel, and he helped me out and helped me fix a problem that was very, very simple to fix, but it did help. As I said before, and I'll say it again, guys, I can't thank you enough for being here. I hope that you will continue to be here. There are more people watching. The more people watching, the more I can make this channel free for everyone as it possibly can. I want to say thank you. Salute to all of you guys who are here. Salute to all you guys who are here every single day. And for the nice comments, again, people on the internet don't go out of their way to say nice things like, I like your channel, or you almost have 100 subs. I can't believe it. That's so great. people don't go out of their way to encourage adults to do better. You know, when you're a kid, you see a kid stand up for the first time, everyone's like clapping behind him, yay, yay. But when you get into adult, everyone hates on you. Or not even that. Even when you get into your teens, that's when people start hating on you because they want to, do better than you, or they want you to do terribly, or whatever it is. They want you to feel like misery loves company. My grandma used to say that all the time. And it's nice when people are kind and people say nice things on the internet. Obviously, some of the comments that are negative are hilarious. Okay, they just are. Okay, you got to have a good sense of humor on the internet. You just do. So hopefully, I just want to say thank you for you guys for being here, being supportive, and liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel and telling your friends about it. It's been very helpful. I'm at 76 or 77 subscribers right now, and hopefully that will continue to grow. I go by the name of Muzzy McGee, guys. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build, and I want to thank you guys for being here. I'm going to continue to build this thing brick by brick every single day of my life as long as I can, to keep pushing forward, keep adding things to the channel, and keep building this until it becomes the most awesomest channel of all time, obviously. And I do dope stuff in music, obviously, because it's not just about the channel. It's about what I do outside the channel that's going to help really create the buzz I need on the channel. So thank you guys for being here. Like I said before, I go by the name Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build. I'm going to continue to build this channel brick by brick. But with your help, we can make it happen more quickly. Okay, love you. Bye. Happy Wednesday.